Welcome to the channel and to this episode of Weekly Bytes, where we take a tech topic and break it down for you in under 10 minutes. I'm your host Christopher. Have you ever wanted to learn Terraform? Well, stick around because I'm going to give you the why so you can understand why we even bother going through the how. Things like Terraform and Ansible are declarative, among others. Same as how PowerShell and Bash are imperative, among others. But what does that even mean? Well, if building infrastructure was like driving, then we pretty much got there by going step by step. We would turn left, then we would turn right. Then we would turn right again. Then we realize we're lost and turn around. And we'd make all the same mistakes provisioning that infrastructure that everyone made before us. Even when we were writing scripts, we were still getting there step by step, knowing these directions. Declarative code is like ordering an Uber. You can know the directions, but you don't have to. The app knows where you are. It has your location. You tell it where you want to go. Somebody comes who drives that route all the time, picks you up, and just takes you there. So why should you care? Let's say you have set up a virtual machine. You have the portal of Insert Cloud Platform here in front of you, and your mad skills at your side. You get asked for 1 or 2 to start off with, but as the company's needs grow, so does your responsibility. Before you know it, you're deploying 5, 10, 20, then some load balancers, reverse proxies, and loads of other stuff. You start to quickly realize humans are a bit too slow for this kind of stuff as your work starts to pile up. So you write a few handy scripts to help you provision all of this infrastructure, and boom, we are cooking with gas again. It seems like you have found the golden answer to all of your problems. But later on your team grows, but sadly you have no standard for deploying things. Your scripts are in source control, but everyone is creating their own version of it. Now your landscape is full of snowflake configurations. You just don't see the same result every time, and since things aren't the same, now when you troubleshoot something, it's a new and not so wonderful adventure. Nothing is stopping people from creating their own little Frankenstein in your organization. This needs to end, and fast. Terraform says, hey man, surprises are good for birthday parties, but not for production, and gives us a way to declare in code the current state of our infrastructure. It'll tell us where things have changed, and plan our changes and apply that plan so that we are guaranteed to get only the changes that we signed up for. On top of that, it comes packed with other features that allow us to make sure we can control what's allowed and what's not allowed, as well as the added benefits of being able to automate the deployment of resources. We can also use unit testing to make sure the code we write is also working. So what control does Terraform give you? I'm going to show you through a simple example. I'm going to go ahead and create a file here. Now let's pretend this file is a piece of infrastructure. I'm going to do something that's not recommended. I'm going to put a super secret password in this file. And because there's nothing stopping me, I can just go ahead and do that. So we've written this piece of Terraform code here. It's not very complicated, just a simple example that has a condition that says if it finds anything with password inside of it, it'll go and say you can't put a secret in this file. Now don't worry about if you don't understand this Terraform right now. We'll go over the fundamentals and everything in between in later bytes. But for now, just know that we have a rule in place. So we've moved to a model where we use Terraform to deploy everything. Now, we're going to just give this variable straight to Terraform. There are other ways to define it, which I will go over later, as mentioned before. But we're going to say that we want to put a super secret password in our file here. As soon as we do that, Terraform's going to shout at us. So we can rectify that by just putting some normal content in this file. So now that Terraform's happy again, the other level of control is now that we are happy with the plan that it's given us, we can actually output a plan. And we can go ahead and apply that plan. And it'll go and create that file with the guaranteed changes that we saw above. And if we go and take a look at this, you'll see that file 1 does exist and that its contents no longer contain a secret. Thank you for joining us for this weekly Byte. If that sparked your interest in Terraform, join us next week where we'll be going over some Terraform fundamentals. So if that gave you value, give us a like, subscribe, and show your love in the comments. And if you're looking for some more content to watch right now, you can find that over here.